Good, YouTube? It's your boy P Money. So the Blazers win their third straight game and sit firmly in that eighth seed with the score 118-103 against the Orlando Magic tonight at the Moda Center. The Magic could not buy baskets at all. They, especially in that first quarter, they were led by Vucevic with 4 points, but he went 2 of 7 from the field, was 0 of 1 from 3. He pulled down 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. And then Markelle Fultz with 3 points on 1 of 2 from the field. He goes 1 of 1 from 3, had 2 assists and 2 turnovers. For that quarter, though, they only made 8 field goals out of 31. They go for 26% from the field. They go 25% from 3. They had 5 assists, 14 rebounds, and they had 5 turnovers. And they ended up scoring 13 points in that quarter. For the Blazers, Dame and CJ start off quickly. CJ leads the way with 9 points on 4 of 6 from the field. He goes 1 of 2 from 3, had 2 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Dame, he started cooking as well with 8 points on 3 of 5 from the field, goes 2 of 3 from 3, had 2 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 2 assists, and a steal. And Melo, who ended up leaving the game after the 9 minutes of action, he had 5 points on 1 of 5 from the field, goes 1 of 1 from 3, had 6 rebounds, a turnover, and 3 blocks. And he was playing excellent defense against Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon didn't get going until actually he never really got going. I think he finished with like 11 points or something like that. For the Blazers, they go 12 of 28 from the field for 43% from the field. They go 5 of 13 for 39% from 3, and they make 4 of 4 from the free throw line. They pull down 19 rebounds, 4 assists, and had 5 turnovers in that first quarter. In the second quarter, though, the Magic actually start making some shots, and they were led by DJ Augustine with 9 points on 4 of 10 from the field. He goes 1 of 4 from 3, and he also had an assist off the bench. And Vucevic, he scored 8 points on 4 of 12 from the field, went 0 of 2 from 3. He pulled down 8 rebounds, 3 steals, and had a block. And then Evan Fournier, he had 8 points on 4 of 11 from the field. He goes 0 of 2 from 3, had a rebound, assist, and a steal. And the Magic were making new renovations to the Moda Center with all the bricks that they were laying, but they ended up scoring 31 points in that second quarter. But they were only shooting 31% from the field. They go 23% from 3, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. They had 8 assists, 26 rebounds, and 5 turnovers. In that first half, they had 18 bench points. For the Blazers, Dame went for 15 points on 6 of 9 from the field, goes 3 of 5 from 3, had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 turnovers, and a steal. CJ had 11 points on 5 of 10 from the field, goes 1 of 3 from 3, had 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Kent Bazemore chipped in with 8 points on 3 of 5 from the field, goes 1 of 3 from 3, had 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers, and a block. And like I was saying, Melo only ended up playing 9 minutes of the game, and he left with a left knee contusion, which he was designated as day-to-day, so he may play tomorrow in the back-to-back, but he may not. And honestly, he's not really needed against the Timberwolves right now, because they can't score or beat anyone right now either. I don't know what they're on their losing streak is right now. For that second quarter, though, the Blazers shoot 48% from the field, 33% from 3. They go 7 of 7 from the free throw line. They get 6 assists. They had 33 rebounds, 8 blocks, and 11 turnovers. So they were pretty sloppy with the ball. And that's pretty much what kept the Magic in this game pretty much all the way throughout, because the Blazers kind of felt themselves a little bit too much, and the Magic were getting in that passing lane, and they ended up getting like 14 steals on the night. But the Blazers were up 57-44 at halftime. And then in that third quarter, the Magic have another good scoring quarter, which they had 31 in that quarter, led by Vucevic. But they were down 18, 93-75 going into the fourth quarter. And the Blazers ended up scoring 36 points in that third, led by Dame 16 and CJ's 10. So they were just cooking with fish grease tonight, man. They couldn't miss. In that fourth quarter, though, Magic make a few runs to make the score a little bit closer. But pretty much the Blazers just controlled this game all the way throughout. There was never a time where the Blazers looked like they were like in any trouble, you know. They would call a timeout, reset, get back into the sets that they were running, that were working so well, and they were just getting nice open looks. Everybody that played tonight pretty much played well, you know. Let me see. Oh yeah, the Blazers looked much more fluid on both ends of the floor. Their interior defense was excellent tonight. The Magic tried to attack the basket, but they were getting a lot of rejections. And Whiteside was a big reason. Melo, in his 9 minutes, he had 3 blocks. Whiteside had 5 blocks. Who else had a block? There was a couple of people. Bazemore had a chase down block that was nasty on Evan Fournier. And Fournier was missing layups, 3-pointers, mid-range shots. He did end up finishing with 16 points on 7 of 17 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, goes for 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Vucevic led all Magic with 23 points on 9 of 20 from the field. He goes 0 of 3 from 3, pulled down 12 bounds. He had 6 steals, had an assist and 2 blocks. And then DJ Augustine off the bench goes for 17 points on 6 of 16 from the field, goes 2 of 8 from 3, a rebound, 3 assists, a turnover. For the game, they only end up shooting 37%, 25% from 3, 69% from the free throw line, 18 of 26. They get 21 assists, 48 rebounds, 14 steals, and they had 10 turnovers. And they did get 33 bench points. But for the Blazers, it was pretty much the Dame and CJ show. They end up scoring 68 for the game. And Dame leads all scorers with 36 points on an efficient 13 of 21 from the field. Goes 7 of 13 from 3. Had 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 turnovers, and a steal. So he does definitely a couple of passes that he tried to get to people. Jonathan Isaac was right in that passing lane and just easily got the steal. So we definitely gotta turn that up or turn that around a little bit and get a lot more cleaner with the turnovers. CJ McCollum, he had 31 points on an efficient 12 of 20 from the field. Goes 4 of 8 from 3. Had 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, and a steal. Kent Bazemore chipped in with 11 points on an efficient 4 of 8 from the field. Goes 2 of 4 from 3. Had 4 rebounds, 3 turnovers, a steal, and a block. Hassan Whiteside, he went for 10 points on 3 of 9 from the field. He goes 0 of 1 from 3. Had 17 rebounds and assists, 5 turnovers, and 5 blocks. So he pretty much was the sole reason why Vucevic didn't have such a great game. Like, he had more of an impact when Scal was in than when it was Whiteside. When it was Whiteside on him, he didn't really play as well. He made a couple of baskets on Whiteside where he got him frozen, but he did get a lot of steals on Whiteside. So Whiteside's definitely got to secure that ball a little bit better whenever he's going into traffic and whatnot. Vucevic was able to slap it away from him quite a few times. For the bench, though, Blazers actually get 27 points off the bench, and the bench actually shoots 50% overall from the field. They were led by Skal Labissière and Anthony Simons, who both had 8 points. And for the game, Blazers shoot 50% from the field, 40% from 3, They go 17 of 19 for 90% from the free throw line. They get 16 assists out of their 42 made baskets. They had 54 rebounds. They had 11 blocks, but they had 20 turnovers. So they definitely got to clean that up. Definitely. That's a must whenever we play a lot of the better teams. Even though the Magic are the 8th seed in the East, we definitely got to clean that up against the more elite teams. There was a stat tonight, too, that Dame ended up tying Mike Miller for 25th all-time on three-pointers made. So it's a huge accomplishment for Dame Lillard. He made 7 threes tonight out of 13, so he was cooking from all over the court. So was CJ. Their mid-range game was nasty. When they drove to the basket, they were getting finishes. Vucevic couldn't stop him. Isaacs couldn't stop him. And Isaacs had a really bad game to me. He's getting starters minutes, and he's using Anthony Hardaway's number right now, number 1. And it's just, I'm shocked that the Magic never retired that number. That's kind of disgraceful to me. And it's a bad look for their organization, in my opinion, that they haven't retired that number. Because Isaac should not be wearing that, and nobody should that plays for the Magic, in my opinion. But Blazers play again tomorrow against Minnesota, and right now the Blazers are 7-6 at home and are 8-7 with Melo, and they had got their season high 3rd straight win. So the Blazers have looked much better, much more smooth on the offensive end. They actually were passing the ball, getting better looks. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just, Dame or CJ touching the ball. It was guys like Anthony Tolliver, moving around, getting to a certain spot, making the defense react, passing the ball back to CJ or Dame, maybe passing it to Whiteside passing it back over to the open guy, and people were hitting their shots tonight. So that's the type of offense that we need against the elite teams whenever we start playing them again. Like right now, we're in our soft part of the schedule, which happens because the Blazers ran through the gauntlet in that first 18, 19 games of the season, so it's about time that they get some home games and they get some wins like this, some easy wins, hopefully Melo isn't badly hurt with the knee contusion that he had. When he walked off the court, it didn't seem like he was really, really bad, like in bad shape. It looked like he was walking fine, but he probably just had a lot of soreness in that area. So if he can't play tomorrow, I mean, it's not really needed. Minnesota's down Karl Anthony Towns, and he's a huge reason. Like, he's pretty much their engine. If he's not there, Andrew Wiggins is not going to lead you to that promised land. He had another bad game tonight, and Minnesota just looks terrible right now. I'm not sure what's going on with them, but they were looking pretty good to start the season, and it was pretty much the Wiggins and Towns show, but that definitely didn't last long. Towns has been balling, but I think he hurt his knee or something too, so hopefully he's okay too. I mean, as a competitor, you want him to play the game, and you don't want to have a team to have any excuses whenever you play against them. So I wish he was out there, just so the Blazers could get a better gauge on what the Timberwolves are really like as a whole unit. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. He's not playing, and there's nothing we can do but get that dub for the 4th straight time. I'm just hyped at where the Blazers are right now, man. They're back in the playoffs where they belong. The Kings took a really bad loss tonight, and they got a back-to-back as well. They played the Grizzlies tomorrow. I think they play them. Are they away or are they at home? I'm not sure, but they play the Grizzlies tomorrow for sure. But I just don't know if the Grizzlies are at home or if they're coming to town or not. But either way, they didn't look good. De'Aaron Fox was back. Marvin Bagley was back. And Marvin Bagley was out there looking crazy, which is understandable coming back from that thumb injury that he had. And then Fox, he looked okay in stretches, but you can just tell that both of them aren't in game shape yet. So it is what it is. We don't have to. I don't think we see them anymore this year. So we own the tiebreaker against them. So I just hopefully, I predicted that they would be a playoff team, and they're right there. So hopefully they can work out whatever issues they have. I mean, they're not going to have the great chemistry right now off the bat with those guys coming back and integrating into the team. It takes a couple games every once in a while, but other than that, I don't have much else. This is your boy P Money. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to all my supporters. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I am off this.